Alain Delon enjoyed a popular film career between the 1960s and throughout the 1990s. He was considered one of France's and Europe's leading male acting draws, working with a celebrated selection of directors. His films and roles had a minimal impact within the American market, despite his international acclaim. Delon shared a fascination with criminals and gangsters. He claimed that his Corsican background offered him unique insights and acquaintances in the underworld. He often portrayed them in his movies and proudly boasted of several being his closest confidants. During 1962, Delon hired Milos Milosevic as his bodyguard during the filming of a movie about Marco Polo in Belgrade. The film would be aborted, but Milosevic would return with him to France. He left his employ after 2 years and suggested Delon hire his cousin, Stevan Markovic, as his replacement. Delon reportedly secured Markovic's release from prison and employed him. In 1966, Milosevic would be shot to death in the home of Mickey Rooney along with the actor's former wife using Rooney's gun. The case remains cold. Trouble followed Markovic to Paris. He established his own dangerous enterprise while employed by Delon. He was a heavy gambler, deeply in debt, and renowned for arranging sex parties targeted towards the affluent of Paris. He concealed secret cameras throughout his party locations, particularly in the bedrooms. He attempted blackmailing some of the more influential public figures, including Claude Pompidou, the wife of then Prime Minister. He was also rumored to be having an affair with Delon's wife, Nathalie Bartholomew. On September 22, 1968, Markovic left his Paris apartment and entered a black Peugeot 404 taxi. Witnesses identified a man resembling a friend awaiting his entree in the back seat inside the cab. Markovic was discovered later dead inside a public garbage dump in a nearby village of Elincourt. Markovic was deeply over his head with his blackmail threats and rapidly cultivating lethal enemies. By the request of the police, Delon would return to Paris following his murder. He was in the midst of filming La Piscine in Saint-Tropez. He denied any involvement with Markovic's activities. The case would incite widespread gossip and the jailing of Corsican godfather Francois Marcantoni. He was finally released due to a lack of evidence following several months. The story receded from the headlines. In June 2019, Delon suffered a major stroke that has prompted a subsequent death watch. The Markovic contract killing is long forgotten, and Delon will soon be joining his fellow gangster acting peers Ventura, Montand, Belmondo, and Gabin.